All right, everyone, hello, everybody, and please invite your friends and peace of Christ to all of you. Today, our topic is about what Islam speak about regarding Muhammad and supposedly what the Muslim they claim to be the Messiah. If you go in the internet, you will find tons and thousands of videos describing the beauty of a Prophet Muhammad. You know, uh, once I saw a clip of Zakir Naik, somebody he made fun of him, and he used a music like I'm sexy and I know it. And actually today, the first time ever I see the song in the video clip, which is disgusting. But the Muslims they are trying to convince us in the way they describe their prophet that he is sexy and you know it. If you watch those videos, you will die laughing, even describing his belly and his belly bump. They are describing even his underarm, how white it is. They are describing, I mean, it's like somebody, it's like a porn description. And there's a background music. And there's emotion involved. A man, he came in the middle of the night. He looked at the sky, he saw the moon. And he saw the prophet. He looked at the moon. He looked at the prophet. He looked at the moon. And he looked at the prophet. And you should see that guy, how emotional he is. He looked at the moon. And he looked at the prophet. He looked at the moon. And he looked at the prophet. For God's sake, are we going to continue until tomorrow? Keep saying that? Just tell us what happened. All of this just to say to you that Muhammad was very white. He was whiter than the moon. This is what I called obsession of supremacist of the white good-looking Muhammad according to Muslims. I never saw somebody describing Jesus for us. And you know, all of you knows that we worship Jesus. We don't consider him a prophet. But nobody described for us the belly bump of Jesus. The Muslims are fighting over his laundry, underwear laundry, water. So today we are going to show you the stupidity of this cult, which is contradiction and contradiction and contradiction. What Muslims they say? They say Muhammad is the best of mankind. Let me do a little search in Google. And by the way, my second book already in Amazon for those who they are looking for the second book, which is a translation for Quran and Science, already is out, and it's because it was listed in wrong location for those who speak Spanish. Let us see here. Prophet Muhammad. Okay, I just type in Google. Prophet Muhammad is the best of mankind. You see the videos? The greatest person in the history of mankind. The best example for all of humanity. The best of mankind. Prophet Muhammad, best example for mankind. 10 reasons Prophet Muhammad was the best prophet of all time. Strength through character, and why Prophet Muhammad BUBH. This is like a chemical thing because Muhammad is full of chemic. I mean, look at this. You just type two words and Muhammad is the best of mankind, and they say that we don't worship Muhammad. And why Muhammad is the best of mankind? Let me click at any of those sites. I want to click at the 10 reason Prophet Muhammad is the best of mankind. Ah, it's a video, too bad I cannot play a video, they will claim copyright. Oh, hold on, they have an article, hold on, that will be good. 10 reason. I mean, why you stop with 10 reason? Why not a little with 12 reasons, man? I mean, what's wrong with you? Shame on you. Only 10 reasons? We are talking about Prophet Muhammad himself. And only 10 reasons? This is disappointing. 10 reasons Prophet Muhammad was the best prophet for all time. Best prophet for all time. Okay. Muslims is as a Muslim, it is mandatory that we believe in all prophets and messengers of God without making distinction between them. Like you just said, he is the best, you idiot. I mean, look at this idiot. He just said Muhammad, the title is Muhammad is the best of the prophet and all mankind, and yet he is saying we cannot make distinction between the prophets. I don't know. I think the kind of hashish he is taking is not good quality. This is a very bad hashish. How you say he is the best of mankind and you say we cannot distinguish between them? Or distinction between them, sorry. And then all of them have believed in Allah and his angels and his books, his messenger. We make no distinction between any of his messenger. So the Quran chapter 2 verse number 285 says we made no distinctions. But is that true? Contradiction. Read with me the same article. Nevertheless, although we make no distinction in terms of believing that all prophets and messengers were sent by God, whether it be Adam, and this is the most funny thing, Adam was a messenger of God. To who? There's no, he was the only one there. He's Allah, he sent him as a messenger. Okay. And then Moses and Jesus, and of course Muhammad. We do in fact favor certain prophets among others. How Allah, he just told you we don't distinguish, we don't differentiate between them, and you say, yeah, because the Quran have a contradiction. Read carefully. Those messenger, some of them we caused to be exceeded. Other among them were those whom Allah spoke, and he raised some of them in degree. And why you did not show us the rest of the verse? What do you think, guys? There is something fishy there? But there is something fishy? I think there is something fishy. What do you think, guys? Do we have any Muslim in the bushes? Why the Muslims? You see, if I read and I did not quote the rest of the verse, the Muslim, they will say, why you are not quoting the rest of the verse? Are you hiding something? Okay, Muslims, why you are not quoting the rest of the verse? I mean, is the rest of the word of Allah is not really important to the point we can just dump it and forget about it? Or you want only to point your finger at that statement? Do we have any Muslim? As always, it is fishy, because that verse is speaking about Jesus is being favored. Do you see why they cut it off? Is that correct, Muslims? Is that because this verse is speaking about Jesus? He been favored by Allah? So all messengers are equal. When it comes to Jesus, it's a different story. And this is why those liars, they cut the verse and they did not show the rest of it. And remember, the article is Muhammad is the best of mankind, and they are quoting for us a verse to prove that. The verse is not about Muhammad, it's about Jesus. Do we have any Muslim want to say something? Let us go to chapter 253. 253. Do you see it? It's about Jesus. Shame on you. Shame on you to steal what is written in the yellow pages of Muhammad about Jesus and direct it to make it about Muhammad. Is that my mic? What my mic? What this gentleman is asking? Is my voice good, guys? Is my voice good? Let me sing. Hello, it's me you're looking for. I'm talking to Muslims for sure. All right. So my voice is okay. Why they lie and they quote a verse which is about Jesus to make it about Muhammad? It is noisy. I hear nothing from my side. I think you are scratching your nose, maybe. Not from my side, my friend. Maybe you have a cat or something touching your computer. But do you see how they lie? The verse is speaking about Jesus being favored and he was raised degrees. And he was supported by the Holy Spirit. Little scratchy. Okay, let me see. Maybe sometime my mic do things like let me read Quran for it. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. 7 up. Okay, we just read the 7 up chapter because Muhammad he went to 7 heavens up. And actually, this is where the American they stole the name of their drink and they use it, which have a copyright by the Prophet Muhammad himself. He is the one who went to 7 up heavens, and we can prove it. Let me see. Maybe I need to change the cable. Hold on. Maybe is it better now? Is it better, guys? How is the sound now? Let me know, please. If there is any background music, I mean, the angels of Allah dancing or something. All right, perfect, perfect. So look with me. The verse says it clearly, saying that Allah, He preferred some. He preferred some from others. Who are the names who are mentioned here? The only name he mentioned here is Jesus, supposedly Isa. Do you see the name of Muhammad? No. My video have a delay. That's your internet, my friend. What I can do? Okay, I'm going to go home. All right, you guys. I mean, always I come on here, and there is the same equipment, the same microphone, and the same stupid internet. And now everybody is complaining. Do you think you're in a restaurant or something? Should I bring you coffee? I come on. I mean, God could not make you happy. I will make you happy? No way. Muhammad himself, he married 6 years old just to make you happy. And look, you are not. I mean, come on. All right. So the verses is so clear, speaking about Isa, which is supposedly Jesus, and not only that, it says that he is the only one supported by the Holy Spirit, Ar-Ruhul Qudus. The Muslim they put between two brackets the word Jibreel, which is false and it's not exist in the Quran at all, which mean in this verse. So do you see how they steal what is written in their yellow pages book about Jesus, and they try to fabricate it and make it about their beloved prophet, who is very white. Brother, as Allah also state in the Quran, those messengers, some of them we cause to be exceed others. Okay, who are they? Why you cut the rest? Because you are a liar. Hmm? Then he go down and he says, he was the final messenger sent by God. Well, that's not true. According to Quran, that cannot be true. According to Islam, that cannot be true. Isn't it you Muslims say that Jesus will come back? How Muhammad is the last prophet and yet Jesus is coming back? That's mean he is, if Jesus is the prophet, that's mean he is the last prophet. Allah will send Jesus again, supposedly, according to Islam. What's wrong with you Muslims? How Muhammad is the final messenger, yet Jesus, who is supposedly in Islam is a messenger, Allah will send him back. Look what we are talking about, and look what Wolf is talking about. Moon landing is fake. I think if we sent Wolf to do seafood shopping, he might go to a different store, like to the oil change section. Come on, Wolf. What does this have to do with our point, man? What moon landing? Focus in Muhammad landing now. How Muhammad is the final messenger sent by God to the entire humanity. Did they say their entire humanity? But isn't it this is a total contradiction for the yellow pages of Muhammad? Muhammad in the Quran, he said, Aka Allah, that Allah never sent a messenger except to speak the language and the tongue of the people. Chapter 14, verse number 4. We sent not a messenger except with the language of his people. There's two conditions. Allah will not send a messenger to any nation unless he is this prophet holding two conditions. First, he is from the nation. Second, he speak the tongue of the language of the people. His people, which means he is from the people, and the language of those people. So how Muhammad can be a messenger for all mankind when Allah saying, I never send any, except he have to be two things. He's one of them, and he speak their language. As I know, your prophet, according to you Muslims, don't even know how to write and read Arabic, which is very funny. So how he can be sent to the Indian who have hundreds of languages, or Chinese? Do you think Muhammad he sent to the Chinese and he said to them, which mean Bismillahirrahmanirrahim? I mean, Islam is a silly chain of silliness. I don't know if that makes sense. Silly chain of silliness. I mean, excuse my English. Excuse my French. How the Quran says Allah never sent a messenger unless he speak the language and he is from the people, and he says even there why, and makes sense, by the way. The first time Allah makes sense. That's really crazy. I think at that time he was not high. You see, all the Muslims they say Allah is the Almighty High. This is why he says there is flying carpet, the women have a sperm coming from her ribs, and the man have a sperm coming from his bone, and the sun set in the murky water, because Allah is always high. I mean, drugs, what you can do? Here you can tell Allah is not high, in order to make it clear for them. So what the purpose of sending a messenger from the people to speak the language of the people, to make it clear for them? So why you Muslim, you are saying to us Muhammad was sent for all mankind? Unblock me? Who are you, Mirza? This guy, I mean, those kids, and they say to me, unblock me. You are posting text and that, how you are blocked and you can text in the chat, you idiot. Unbelievable. Any Muslim having, you speak Urdu? For sure I speak Urdu. It's very easy to speak Urdu. Here we go. And brother Tatar, and the prophet, he was the only prophet sent for all mankind. As an example, the other person name is the Christian, and he was sent even not even for the Arab, and he speak funny English. So how he cannot be a prophet? He's not qualified. But the prophet of Allah who don't speak Arabic and he don't even know how to read and write, he is qualified to be a prophet for all mankind, and it is proved scientifically to be true and accurate. And there is a scientist from the band, his name Yama Aidullah Yama, and very well known, and he proved it. Okay, that is my Urdu. Nice to meet you. So what is the qualification of Muhammad to be a messenger for all mankind? According to Allah, that is impossible. Do you see it, Muslims? Not according to me, according to your Allah. Your Allah, the silly Allah, is saying that this is impossible. So what we will do now? Any Muslim? Now, if we look at Jesus, the God of the Christians, he speak all languages. Not only that, even he sent his disciples to the world and they spoke all languages. Is that correct, guys? So look at the difference between, we have the Messiah who he ordered his disciples to go and preach the gospel everywhere. And actually in Islamic books, and I can show the reference, where they ask him, according to Muslims, according to Muhammad, how we can go and teach the whole world, but we don't speak the language. So Jesus says, go sleep and you will see. They went to sleep, they woke up in the morning and they find themselves, each one of them, he speak different languages. Muslims? Any comment? The Messiah is the only one who speak languages, and his disciples spoke languages because of his power. But your prophet do not even know how to read his name. If I put in the front of Muhammad the name of Trump in Arabic and the name of Muhammad, and I say Muhammad, choose which one you want. He will not know. He might choose what her name? We talked about her yesterday, Kardashian. If we put Kardashian name and Muhammad name next to each other, the prophet, he might choose Kardashian because she is more big. So why you lie for us and you say Muhammad is the best of mankind? The best of mankind, he don't even know how to write his own language. Like, I mean, what is the qualification for best? The best of mankind, he have, look what Muhammad said. Excuse my language. If you are under the age, please leave the chat. Anyone is under the age, which means if you are 6 years and older, you can stay. According to Muslims, Muhammad, he married a child, she is 6 years old. Maybe this is making the best of us, because he was at the age of 54, yet he have sexual desire for children. Is that what make him the best of mankind? Isn't it this is the same guy who the Muslim accuse him that he stole an underwear? And by the way, it's until now it's missing. So if you have any information, please call the FBI. My friend, try not to change our topic. You see, people in the chat, I don't know what's wrong. We are adult. We have a topic. Let us continue with it. You want me to debunk Isaiah? We debunk Isaiah many times. I mean, why you need to debunk Isaiah? I mean, it's silly. Muslims, because they have a bankruptcy, they cannot find their prophet in their Quran, so they try to find him in our book. Do you need even to do it? Actually, when the Muslim, they try to find their prophet in our book, that's mean our book is the true book. Otherwise, how you can look for your prophet in our book if the book is not right? Is that correct? Such an attempt proving that they are bankrupt and we are right. I'm not going to find my Jesus in the Quran, which is a false book. How you want to find Jesus in the Quran and he is a false book for you? Here you see the hypocrisy of the Muhammadan. So don't be a fool, let them do it. The more they do it, the more we get them busted. Now Muhammad was, let us go to the article. I like this article. I'm going to frame it in my bedroom. I cannot, because this article smells bad. The name of Muhammad is there. So Muhammad is the final of the messenger sent by Allah. Okay, and how he is the final? Look at this. Muhammad is not the father of any of your men, but he is apostle of God and the seal of the prophet. Chapter 33 verse number 40. The Quran says he is the seal of the prophet. I want to go there. Is that okay, guys? Can you let me go there? I will take a taxi. Chapter 33 verse number 40. I like chapter 40 verse number 40 because it reminds me of a Filipino guy. I took a bus and he said, sir, I have to pay you back 44 pesos. And since then I cannot forget the number 40. So chapter 33 verse number 40. I wonder why it's not. Why it's not 44? Why it's only 40? I mean, it's okay. So it is 33:40. We go there. All right. And this is verse number 40. Okay, what verse number 40 says? Verse number 40 says Muhammad is the seal of the prophet. It doesn't say that. It says wa khatamun nabiyyin. I mean, let me teach you Arabic, you idiot. The word khatim is the seal, right? They say seal, khatim, because you are an idiot. Khatim is the one who confirm what prophets before him said. Like when you go, you put your seal and you say, this is agreed, and this is agreed, and this is agreed. How we can prove that? Let us go to the yellow pages again. The word seal has nothing to do with Muhammad being the last prophet. They are idiot, do not know what they are talking about. Chapter 2 verse number 89. You see it? This is what the seal mean. He confirmed what is with them. Do you see it, Muhammadan? He confirmed what is with them. Any Muslim? Anyone? Can you talk to Fadi, please? Where is Fadi? I don't see Fadi. How are you, Fadi? Are you there? I don't see Fadi even is moving. Hey, Bibo. How is Indonesia doing? It is 2:59 in the morning. My friend, time doesn't matter when we speak about the Prophet Muhammad. Time fly. He is the most beloved person. You see, the second I start talking about the Prophet, a day became a second because he's so beautiful and so handsome. And he is sexy, and you know it. If you don't believe me, go and watch this video. Who is the Prophet Muhammad? His description is SWO. And the guy, like, he cry in the video. His belly bump, his arm, his fingers, his eyes, his eyes. Like, what happened to his eyes? Okay, true story. Thank God you do not know how I look like. Because if you Muslim knows how I look like, you will make tons of videos about it. Millions. Especially if I claim to be a prophet. And you will say, Christian Prince, his eyes. By the way, I have a cross eyes, in case you do not know. Just like this is why it's very, very hard to shoot me. I mean, I will get you dizzy. Unbelievable. So, if Muhammad was the last prophet, is that will make him the best of mankind? If this is true, that will be stupid. I thought the first one is the most important, not the last one. Secondly, if the last one he sent a message, but he did not complete the message, so what make him last one? Because the one who will complete the mission is Isa according to Islam. So how Muhammad can be the last and how can be favored? He was given the Quran, final revelation of God. Oh, are you sure? Hmm? Look here, look. The Muslim, they keep saying to us the Quran, the Bible is corrupt. Look, he has sent down upon you, O Muhammad, the book in truth, confirming what was before it. By the way, it doesn't say what was before it. It says what sent, what is with them, the Torah and the Gospel. What is between their hands specifically. Fast translation. He granted the largest following. I mean, this is not really, that's not true. Because if we ask the Sunni, is the Shia Muslims, they will say no. Is the Abadiyya Muslim, they will say no. Is the Ismailiyya Muslim, they will say no. Is the Sufi Muslims, they will say no. So you Muslims are the little minority in this earth. Because you have many religions. We the Christians are the majority of mankind. So even this one is false. And not only that, how he was granted the largest number, and yet Muhammad himself, he says Islam is started as a strange and will end as a strange, which means a few people follow it. He is the leader of the children of Adam. How Muhammad is the leader of the children of Adam? He will go, I am a child of Adam and Muhammad is not my leader. Shafi'i, this is a Muslim Sunni sect. Yeah, the Muslim Sunni sect is four major sect, but then there is people who became like Sufi. Sufi are considered not to be Muslim. This is why you see in Pakistan they keep attacking them. They put bombs in their mosque. So if you go in Islamic religion, even in the Sunni themselves, they are very much divided to the point even Al-Qaeda consider the ISIS kuffar, and ISIS consider Al-Qaeda kuffar, and ISIS consider every Saudi kafir, and Al-Qaeda consider, like, I mean, everybody consider everybody kafir in Islam, because Islam is a stupid cult based on violence. All right. By the way, if there is a Muslim and he is following the leader of the children of Adam, which is Muhammad, please let me know. I will let you call me. If there is any Muslim in the bushes, let me open my Skype. in case. Guys, today is a Friday, right? Yeah. And the Friday, the Muslims are busy praying for Muhammad. They ask Muhammad how we can pray, even after your death. He says, even after my death, because your prayer will be placed in front of me. He said, but you will be dead. He said, yes, Allah will send all the prayer to me, which is as of Muhammad saying he is God. A Muslim, Abdul, he is saying to me, why you blocked me in Skype? I did not block you in Skype. Nobody blocked you. Any Muslim, he feel like he have something to say to us, because what you are showing us in the screen is hilarious. Is a kind of a comedy. Muhammad will be the first to be resurrected. Muhammad will be the first to be resurrected. Who is a Muslim? He confirmed that. Because I have no problem to get your prophet busted from his own mouth that he will not be the first. Any Muslim? Sorry, I should not say any Muslim. Any Muhammadan? Anyone? Because Muhammad, he said when he wake him up, he saw Moses. So Moses was before him. I mean, what I mean, Muhammad is the most funny false prophet ever. How you are the first one to be resurrected and you see Moses doing something? Already he is doing something before you. And you see Isa doing something. So you are the first one to be resurrected and then they are doing those things before you? I mean, Muhammad is really funny. We should change his name from the Prophet Muhammad to Muhammad the Bunny. Do we have any Muslim? Anyone? How was my mic, guys? Is it good now? I hope it's good. Because you like it, you don't, I'm not going to fix it. It's okay. I mean, we are Arab, we are stubborn. But we asked like for being curious. Like, do you like it, guys? And you say no. I said, okay, who care? Hmm? So what you Muslim says? Let me show you how Muhammad is a funny man and he is a false prophet. This guy, he cannot keep his mouth shut, and the more he talk, the more he do poo-poo. And poo-poo, by the way, is a very clear good sign. That means still you're alive and you're healthy. At least you can do poo-poo. You can get it out. Here we go. Sahih al-Bukhari. The Prophet said, we need the background and music to fit with His Majesty. He is the best of mankind. I mean, are you serious? Show respect. Stand up, please, all of you. Let me show you the high intelligence of the Prophet Muhammad and his followers. The Prophet said, people will be struck unconscious on the day of resurrection, and I will be the first to regain consciousness. And behold, there I will see Moses holding one of the pillars of Allah's throne. How you will be the first one to be conscious, and then you see Moses already holding the throne of Allah? If you are the first, so you open your eyes and right away you see Moses holding one of the pillars of the throne of Allah. So Moses was there before you, you idiot. Hello? Hello? Like imagine you say, I will be the first one to wake up in the morning. I open my eyes and I found the guy Abdul holding the pillar of the tent. Like that means he's up before you. The problem is that those who read, they don't read with their, I mean, I don't know. I think I made it from different material. CJ, he just came all the way from India and he's asking me, are you going to sing CP? Everybody have his own word. People like uh, music, people like movies, people like, and I'm talking about Muhammad, and they say to me, Christian Prince, are you going to sing Christian Prince? Christian Prince, can you make Zakir Naik? And says, I mean, everybody is coming here for a reason. What is in your wallet? That's what they say in the advertising, right? What's in your wallet? So everybody have his own reason. My friend, focus with me. We are talking about amazing miracle here. Muhammad, the first one who will wake up in the judgment day, and then he will find that hey, Musa is already holding the pillars of Allah throne. By the way, why Allah have a pillars for his throne? What does that mean? And why Musa is doing that? He is doing like striptease. What they call it, guys? What they call it? What they call it? Those girls who hold like the thing go around it. What they call it? Nobody's helping. Pole. Ah, okay. Okay. Ah, this is where the word North Pole and South Pole came from. I was wondering. I mean, it looked like a South Pole. Like this girl going around it, around it, around. Again, I was getting dizzy. Like what she's doing, and around it, and around it, and around it, and then she flipped down and flip up, flip down, flip up. I was really getting dizzy. I need to go. Actually, this is really but Moses was holding the pillar of the throne of Allah for what? Is that the pole of Allah? He was doing like some entertainment stuff. Oh, hold on. In this moment, all the believers are waking up from a resurrection, and now they open their eyes, so they need some entertainment. So Moses, the Muslim Moses, was holding the pillar, and he was like, we, we. Hey, brother Moses, can you stop? I'm getting dizzy. You are not dizzy because of me, you idiot. You have a cross eyes. We. Why? I mean, here we see too much intelligence. And what the point of this? What we learn from this? I mean, Muhammad, he says that I am the first one to wake up, and we find that Moses already is up before him. And then Moses is holding the pillars of Allah. And what? Okay, is the story over here? I mean, don't you think the story is so long? Guys, I will be the first one to be resurrected in the day of judgment, and Moses will be holding the door of my car. Okay, and hello, hello, guys. Do you see? Do you like my hello? Once I was challenging a Filipino sheikh, and he says to me, I debated a real American. You are not real American. You have accent. Like what? What does have to do with debating me? Muslims, they debate only real American, which means he debated a real white man. What? I'm telling you, real white man, not like you. You're an Arab. I debated a real American. A real American. It's recorded. You can go and watch it. He said that to me. You believe it? And I was saying to myself, look at this. I have an American passport, but still nobody consider me an American. Not even the Filipinos. I mean, what I would do now? He debated real American. How even you can think to debate somebody? He debated real American. I mean, like it's like I debated God, like real American. If real American. I'm so glad it's not real Canadian. Man. By the way, in the Philippines, they don't say Canada, they say Canada. Canadian. I was saying what? Canadian. So I'm glad he didn't say I debated real Canadian. Hmm. Oh boy. Now, so you see, all this article is very easy to debunk. It's stupid. It is useless. It's a lie. We did not even start yet. Did we start? We go back to the article. Maybe we can find something useful. Allah, He granted. We answer this one. Okay. And then He will be the first to cross the Sirat bridge over hellfire. Oh boy. Brother Prophet Muhammad, can you please open what they call it when somebody open like a line, when they open like a new building or something, what they call it? They bring a scissor and they cut something, what they call it? Guys, help me with my funny English, what I can do. I mean, this is what I'm not really American, as you see. What they call it, this thing, like he cut the with the scissor. Let me drink something. Yeah, cutting the tape. So Muhammad will be the first to cut the tape and he crossed the bridge. If. My friend, Jesus already in heaven. What bridge? Jesus is already in heaven. Why Muhammad need to cross the bridge of hellfire if he is a prophet of Allah? Clue. And look, where the Muslims they got this story from? Grand opening. Thank you, Sophia. Sophia, she got me the answer an hour after I asked the question. Very helpful. I'm going to hire you to be my assistant during debates. I need that. I was sitting with Abu Huraira and Abu Sa'id. One of them narrated the hadith about intercession, and the other was listening. He said, then the angels will come and intercede, and the messenger will intercede, and he will mention the sirat and said, the messenger, he said, I will be the first one to cross it. I told you, it's not only in earth. There's always there is, like, you know, if you go right now to watch a movie or to watch a show, you will see that the first chairs is only for high ranks or rich people, like, you know, like front, you know, I mean, you know, this is not only happy in earth, even in the heaven. Even when you enter heaven, Muhammad is going to be the first to enter the heaven. I was the first man who went to the moon. I found nobody there. I came back. It was boring. And what is the proof that Muhammad will have that? It's Muhammad saying that. I mean, do you look even at the evidence the Muslims are providing us? Muhammad, he witnessed to himself that he will be the first. I'm really touched. That's it. We do not need witnesses. We do not need the proof. Muhammad said, that's it. Muhammad said, okay, Muhammad, he said that. That's it. We have to take it. He will be the first to enter paradise. You idiot, how you say he will be the first to enter paradise, and already we have Allah imported women from hell who are good in sex. They are there already. And what about the virgins who we can see the marrow of their bones? So what do you mean he will be the first to enter? So there's no women when he enter? And hold on, isn't it your prophet Muhammad he sent to his wife Khadija, sent my greeting to my wives in heaven? Khadija, she said, if you have my book, how many of you have my book? 6 and Allah. If you have my book 6 and Allah, you will see Muhammad saying to his wife Khadija, send my greeting to my wives in heaven. She said, the poor woman, she is dying now. Look, and look how idiot he is. The wife, she is dying. I mean, the woman, she is dying. She is your wife. And now you say to her, hey, don't forget to say hello to my wives in heaven. Okay, the guy is getting rid of her. Like, he cannot wait until she dies. She is rich and she's older than him, a lot older. Don't forget, my wife, to say hello to my wives in heaven. She said to him, have you married women before me? He said, no. No, but Allah, he married me. Mary, the mother of Jesus, and Asiya, the sister of Pharaoh, the wife of Pharaoh. So how he is going to be the first one to enter heaven if they are already there? And look how filthy he is. He even going to marry women who die long before him. Very sexual maniac, predator. In the time of his wife is dying, he is thinking about, say hello to my wives in heaven. So how Muhammad will be the first to enter heaven if his wives are already there, and he mentioned by name Mary and Asiya? Do you see how easy to debunk the stupidity of this article? Allah, he granted Muhammad maqam. Okay, what maqam? Praise the station. Okay, I have to use my art here. I mean, come on, I cannot resist this. Excuse me. This is need to be need some art to explain it, because many of you are not really good in understanding the situation here. So look at what will happen, brother. This is the heaven of Allah. Heaven, you know, like that. This is the road, streets, etc. And here there is palaces. Everybody here, everybody is here, everybody is here. Muhammad is here. There's a big nail coming up in the heaven, and Muhammad, a brother, he is in the top, in a raised station. Me. Hey Muhammad, how is the weather there, Prophet? The weather here is so cloudy. I wish I can go down. It's very cold here too and windy. So you are saying to me that Muhammad, he will have a okay, highest floor. The Prophet, he will have a highest floor, guys. We have to admit. We have to. Oh, you guys, you don't see the rest, huh? Okay, hold on. We missed the point. We missed the point. By the way, I'm very good in drawing. They asked me to many occasions to come and draw, and you know, like I draw many things. I draw a lot of things actually. You can go and so Muhammad is here. If you want to say hi to Muhammad, take your chance. He is here now. Hey Muhammad, how are you? He's waving his hand. Look, his hand. Muhammad is here. What does that mean? I mean, isn't it necessary? And isn't it the Quran says we did not distinguish any prophet upon other prophets? In the same article. Hello? All of them have believed in Allah and his angels and his books and his messenger. We make no distinction between any of his messenger. So how we don't make distinctions and you give Muhammad a higher station? So what will happen to Musa now? He will go to second floor. Hello? Hmm? Any Muslim want to give us a call? Anyone he send me silly questions in Skype, I will block you. Just to let you know. I just blocked one. Anyone? Hold on, we have a Muslim here. He said something. His sheikh, he told him something. Let us see what his sheikh he said to him. Hmm. Yes, Abdul.
Wait, man, wait. Give me a sec, man.
What happened? Are you asleep? You
Wait,
take
wait. How
you
do I turn this off, man?
you
Okay,
text
hello?
you text me and you're asleep. What happened?
Oh, wait.
Maybe it's not you who text me. Maybe it's a genie. What is that? Because I see you text me and look what you called me here. You said brotor. I thought you mean a brother, right? Brotor. What brotor? Are you there? My sheikh told me. First of all, I told him
Well, this
that.
was 1 hour ago, man. This was 1 hour ago. Let me see.
What 1 hour
If I
ago?
went to fall asleep.
This is just
Let me
less than
see. Let me see.
20
Yeah,
minutes ago. 19 minutes ago. Okay. So my sheikh told me. First of all, I told him there is a Christian who a bit knowledgeable. Let us show the text you sent
yes.
me. Okay. Okay. My sheikh told me, I told him, I mean, this is confusing. You told me, I told him, he told me. This is Quran, my brother. You just made Quran. Okay. Etc. And then I asked him if he could shortly debate this guy, which is supposed to me, right? He told me he got time next week near the weekend, like around next Friday, Saturday. Okay, so do we have a date now?
Huh?
Do we have a date for this
I asked
shake?
him. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, man. I was a bit tired. I fell asleep. Yeah. I said. Remember now.
Okay, just go, man. What this guy is talking about? This guy is speaking from under the pillow. Unbelievable. Man, oh man. You bring your shake anytime. I don't care. Next week, today, now he can call me. What next week? Why next week? Next week for a Muslim is like next century. Never happened. I have a guy, he went to the bathroom 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago. Until now, he never come back. So what next week? You believe him? He's just trying to escape. What next week? He promised me 10 minutes, please 5 minutes. I was debating with him. He was a sheikh. Just 5 minutes. I will go to the bathroom. So where you going? Where are you going? You're in. He said, no, I'm not running. It's just to the bathroom. Okay. And we were waiting. By the way, we have to wait because Muslim, they have a lot of this. I mean, it's big. So we waited and we waited and we waited, and the sheikh never come back. Especially if you are a sheikh, it's going to be a huge. It take time. We reported him to the police missing, by the way, because I saw a movie, a terror movie, horror movie. Like there is like a big beast. He come from the bathroom. He grab you from there, like you know. So maybe it's like grab him or something. And we are worried about this guy. if anybody know anything. So what is unique about Muhammad? Look at this. Let us make it short. Jesus is the only one in Islam, he made the blind see. Muhammad, he kicked the blind out of his house. There's a chapter, it's called Abasa wa Tawalla. Abasa wa Tawalla. What does that mean? When the blind man, he come to him, he gave him a face. Chapter 80, verse number 1. The best of mankind, he gave a face to a blind man. By the way, what we give? How you can give a face to a blind man? I mean, this is stupid, isn't it? He don't see you. He did something, right? It's cannot be just giving a face, because like I'm upset. He did something. He kicked him out because the blind man, he cannot see your face. Hello. This is the best of mankind. When a blind man, he come to ask him for something, he kick him out. And why? Because he was speaking to rich people of Quraysh. This is the best of mankind. That is the best of mankind. What happened to the blind man when he came to Jesus? Do you remember, Muslims? Muhammad is the best of mankind. He could not help the blind man. In the top of that, he was rude to him and he kicked him out. While Jesus, he gave the blind man eyes. You see the difference? While Jesus was resurrecting people from death, Muhammad was taking life of others. While Jesus was making the one who cannot walk, Muhammad was cutting hands and foot and legs of people and crucifying them. While Jesus was healing all kinds of diseases, Muhammad was spreading disease of hatred and terrorism. So how you can compare, and how dare you to say that Muhammad is the best of mankind when the guy is a pure criminal? CP, not an eye but eyesight? No, my friend, you are mistaken, because to give a person who is a blind an eyesight, that means you create eyes for him, because already his eyes is damaged. You cannot give a sight to an eye which is damaged. In order to fix that, you create a new eye. So this is your understanding, which is not right. A person who is blind, obviously he have damage in the eye itself, or the nerves, whatever, in the mechanism of the eye. You cannot fix it just by saying see, unless you repair those things. So God, he repaired by what? Creating what is right for him to be able to see. And this is why you see Jesus, he made mud and he put it in his eye, the same as God, he created Adam from mud. For it was a new creation. In the Quran it says that Jesus created from the mud a bird, and Allah claimed that he favored Jesus by that. Yes, Abdul, did you wake up?
Salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum
Yeah,
assalam.
I washed my face.
You was
So,
what?
brother, yeah, I washed my face. I apologize for before.
Mm.
I was a bit sleepy because I just woke up.
Mm.
Can you hear me, brother?
I hear you. Very good. You want to sing for us? Go ahead.
Oh, Christian Prince, inshallah, you will go to Jannah and accept Islam. Alhamdulillah.
And it will have 70 versions, and they are naked, and their legs is open. Continue the song. Continue the song. Why stop?
لا لا
Why you stop? This is what Islam is about. I mean, are you ashamed of what your God told you? Isn't it true that Allah promised each one of you at least 72 women, each one of them her legs is open 24 hours, 7 days a week? What?
No.
Continue the song,
No,
my friend.
no,
You have
no.
to have you continue. What will happen next? Okay, I enter heaven now. Okay, what will happen? Women, their legs is open like and Christian press like what is that?
No, it's not like that, brother, man.
By the way,
It's not like that.
can you ask your God Allah to exchange the wives He will give me for some Wi-Fi? I like to have a Wi-Fi. What I would do with the wives? I want to get Wi-Fi. I mean, what a stupid cult religion, man.
No, man, you can use the Wi-Fi to spread dawah, of course.
Sure, spread dawah. The vaginas are
Because
there. We need to spread to the vagina.
there's a
What mean dawah? You will see nobody
in
except women. You will see nobody except women. There, each one of them, her ass is 1 mile. Is that true?
What?
1 mile ass. You don't know?
Again?
1 mile ass.
What are you talking about?
See, the Muslims,
No.
Muslims. I'm the only one who make Muslims laugh at their stupid cult. Here we go. This is
This guy, woman.
You are talking to Christian Prince, my friend.
Brother,
This is the hadith.
Okay.
This is Musnad Ahmad. Musnad Ahmad ibn Hanbal. Do you see it in the screen?
No, I see Arabic.
In Arabic, yeah. So what? I mean, this is my fault if you don't speak Arabic. It says here, "Inna adna ahli al-jannah manzilatan, inna lahu lasab'u darajat, wa huwa fi as-sadisa." The lowest between all mankind in the heaven. He will he have 7 steps, and he will be at the 6th. There are 7 steps, and the top of him there is a 7, and he will have 300 servant, and they will serve him a 300 tray, which, like, you know, he said, I don't know what is inside it. Look, Muhammad, you don't know everything. See, finally we find something Muhammad do not know. So he do not know what is inside tray, and he says, and as I know, I think it's made from gold, the tray and dishes. And then he says, and each tray have a food which never been tasted before, and he will they will give him 300 dishes, and every dish have a kind which is not in the other. And then he says, and each one have them different taste from the other. And then he says, oh Lord, if you allow me, this will be enough to feed all the people of Jannah, people in heaven, and drink, give them a drink, and that will not even like, still I have a lot more. And then he will have وَإِنَّ لَهُ مِنْ حُورِ الْعَيْنِ لِإِثْنَيْنِ وَسَبْعِينَ زَوْجًا, and he will have from the hur 72 wife, and additional to that his wives in the earth, and each one of them is, her ass will take a size of 1 mile in the earth. Her size will be in the size of a mile. Let us go and go Google translation live on air. Oh, what happened? It took us out. Let us do it again. Go translation to English. Do you see here? Look at me. Look with me. Look with me. Look with me.
What is this, man?
Okay, let us
Translate
see.
to English.
Let us see if Google will translate correctly a little bit here. All right, and then his thought, his version, servant to wives, only wives of the world.
All right. We have nothing, only wives of the world. Where does it say 1 mile?
It doesn't show it. I don't know. It doesn't show it, but
Of
it
course,
says,
because it isn't.
actually,
So
even it used the word mile. You believe it? Milo mil ard in Arabic. But in Google translation is not appearing.
My sheikh, he's Arabic, and you know,
your sheikh is Arabic. Okay, give your sheikh this. I will give you.
Topic.
Okay, I will give you this. You give it to your sheikh. Okay, give it to your sheikh.
Can you send it in Skype?
Yeah, here we go. I send you the link. Give it to your sheikh. So now your prophet, he will give you a wife. Her ass is 1 mile. By the way, it's small. I mean, I'm, you know, why 1 mile? Why not? What about 2 mile? I mean, don't you think this is very small?
1 mile is enough, man. 1 mile is enough.
Okay, So what about your prophet? He promised us in heaven that we will have a private part as a male, and that private part will never sleep. What do you think about that?
Well, what? He has a private part as a male?
Yeah,
Eh?
you have a private part, right?
Yes, of
Okay,
course.
thank God you did not say it in eBay. Okay, look at this. You're a prophet. You're a prophet said, not me, not me. It's not me who's saying that. Okay, you're a prophet said,
Yes.
there's no. He swear by Allah. Muhammad, when it's serious, this is serious because it's about penis. You know, Muhammad, when he swear, it must be something that's very sensitive. That's why he swear now. It's about penis. So he says there is no one whom Allah will
There's
admit to
no.
paradise, but Allah will marry him to 72 wives, 2 from the Houris and 70 from his inheritance from the people of hell. Those are women prostitute, brother. You know prostitutes, man, they are very good in sex, unbelievable. And they go like they spend their whole day in the bar prostitution, man, expertise, a lot of expertise. So Allah will take those women who have a lot of expertise from the hellfire, and he will stand them in their bum, and he will send them free shipping and handling to the heaven, and they will be delivered to you. But look, Allah will not choose any kind of prostitute. He will choose the one whom will have desirable front passages. Can you explain to me what does that mean?
Yes.
What does that mean? Desirable front passages. You know, my English is not good. So what is desirable front passages? What is the
You know, chest,
they have nice chest? Like what?
big ones.
Big what chest? Big ones? You mean a breast? You mean boobs?
Yes.
They will have nice nipples.
I mean, look,
Are they
brother.
going to are
It's
they
a different place.
what different place? Okay, this is what it says. It says Allah will give you desirable front passages. I asked you what you said: the chest, breast,
No,
boobs.
but
Okay,
if I answer
are
right
they
now,
going to have a
you guys
black
will
nipples
think
or
I'm
pink or
crazy.
hold on, they will have a black nipples or pinky?
It depends, man. If it's
Small or big
look,
small or big nipples? Because if the ass is 1 mile,
depends.
how, I mean, it's going to be funny if your ass is 1 mile and your nipples is like one you know, I mean, that would be funny, man. How big those breasts you think if the ass is 1 mile?
If that's so big, then it must be. I don't know. It depends. If it's a big one, it's 1.5. But if it's a smaller one, it's,
Maybe it's like a
compared to the
like
S,
maybe
it's
half mile,
0.8 or something.
maybe half mile each one of them, because the ass is 1 mile, so the boobs maybe
Yeah.
half mile of each one of them. That's really small. I'm really disappointed, you know, because you see, always I wanted to go and I want to cross the ocean. If I can have women like those who have big ass, first I will never be drowned, especially with their balloons in their chest. Look at the balloon; it'll be big, huge, you know.
No, but you will be bigger too. You will be bigger too. You can be big
I
as
will be big
how you
too.
want in heaven.
I will be big too. That's Alhamdulillah. I thought they are big only. Unbelievable. Because I was worried. What if my wife she jump in my lap? What will happen to me? She will crush me, brother. By the way, why Allah he made them so big like this? I mean, what the point? Size does matter for Allah?
It's maybe something metaphorical, of course.
Metaphorical. Here we go. Nipples and boobs and but okay, is that metaphorical? And then he says, and his male member that never become flaccid. Is that metaphorical too? I.e. soft limb. Don't touch it. We are talking now.
Huh?
Don't touch it. I mean the hadith.
From the people of hell, and all of them will descend from prison, and you have a male member that never becomes flaccid. So yeah, but is that talk about one who's in heaven, right?
Yeah. I mean, now you notice we are talking about in heaven. We are talking about heaven since we called me, and now you notice that. Come on, wake up. So this is about you in heaven, and now Allah promising you that your penis, may Allah bless it and keep it and healthy, will be never asleep. Are you happy, brother?
Brother, look, this is why I want my sheikh to talk to you. I only came to tell that, brother, and about the Jesus thing. Yeah, you said that Jesus revived people from death. Is that what the Bible says?
And
and then you compared it. Why don't you compare it to Moses? Because Moses also did miracles. That doesn't make him God,
where is the miracle of
does it?
Moses in the Quran?
He split the seas.
He did not split the seas. God split the seas.
Yes, so did God revive the people, right?
Okay, let me ask you. In the Quran, what is the miracle of Moses?
When he has many miracles, many.
Like what?
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, so okay, as long you just said Moses have many miracles, but Muhammad have none. So how Muhammad can be the favorite of man of Allah? I mean, he favor Muhammad, but yet he have no miracles.
Well, Prophet Muhammad, he had miracles. He had many miracles.
Like what? Like what?
And he also,
like what? No, give me one. No, don't go. Like what?
look, brother. So
no, no, make the horse sound. No, tell me what, like what? Like what? You said Muhammad he have many.
I'll give you now, brother.
Where is the miracle? Show me the miracle of Muhammad. Like what? Marrying a 6 years old child. What is the miracle of Muhammad? He made hummus. Even that he do not know how to make. So what is the miracle of Muhammad? No, you need to give me a miracle. Like what?
Okay. So today, what are the 5 things that destroy society? 5 main things.
Start with what? Islam? The first one is to destroy society is Islam. Yes. Terrorism. How many people killed today in the name of Allah around the world?
Well, terrorism isn't in the top 5. I'll give you the ones.
No, actually, terrorism is the most dangerous thing a human being is facing, because terrorism is going to use soon dirty weapons, and they use chemical weapons, and they use bacteria weapons, and they do that now already in Syria.
No, but it's, I mean, in a society, yeah.
Okay. What is the okay? What you said you want to give me a miracle of your prophet? What is the miracle?
Okay, so the top 5 things that destroy society is intoxication, i.e., drinking alcohol, smoking weed, smoking drugs. It is what's the other one? Prostitution. Before marriage and adultery and stuff.
Okay.
The third one is like I forgot the man.
So is drinking alcohol is bad?
Yeah, but there are 4 other ones. Interest. Why
I'm asking you,
are these?
Is it drinking alcohol? Is it drinking?
Because they have drinking alcohol? That's because of interest.
Is it drinking alcohol is bad?
Yes.
So why the Quran says it's great?
Astaghfirullah, brother.
What's astaghfirullah? Chapter 16, verse number 65. Allah says to Sakaran Hasanan. He says being drunk is Hasan, is great.
Let me see. And from the fruits of date palm and grapes.
This is your Muslim translation, by the way. It doesn't say strong drink. It says clearly alcohol will make you drunk. Sakaran. Ask anyone what sakar mean. To be drunk. Hasanan, which is good. So it is drunk. To be drunk is good, and it is a miracle of Allah. It's a sign from Allah that we are drunk. We change the translation, if you want. What is your favorite translation? Which Abdul is your favorite?
Show me the ones.
Which one?
Which one do you hate the most?
Look, the Muslims, how they lie. Juice. The Quran says juice. The Quran says juice. May Allah juice you. What is juice? It says sakaran. So look, the word being drunk with alcohol became juice. Unbelievable. Look at this. Look at this. Everyone give us different translation. Liars. Let us go to Yusuf Ali.
Jesus peace be upon him said there's no God but Allah.
Okay.
He said
okay.
Not my will but the will of the Father.
What?
Jesus peace be upon him said not my will but the will of the Father. Man.
My what? What? Why you are changing the topic? Jesus, he said every thing I have from my Father, and me and the Father is one. So shut up. So the man you see in front of you, he is doing nothing of his own. Why? Because God in the man, he is the one doing that. So God, we don't worship a man, we worship God in the man. So we don't worship the flesh, we worship God who came to us in the form of a man. He is a flesh of a man, but he is God in the same time. So listen, when he says whoever saw me, he saw the Father, it's clear saying that whoever saw me, he saw God. And now, don't change the topic. Why your prophet in the Quran saying that drinking alcohol is a great and it's a sign and a miracle of Allah?
Why do you say alcohol? It says fruits, date palm.
It doesn't say that.
And the vine.
No, it doesn't say that. It says وَمِنَ الْأَعْنَابِ, from the fruits and from the palm you make, from that fruit you make. Okay, read this. Read translation here. Read this one translation. This is Shakir translation. Read it. Read it.
Yes. And of the fruits of the palms and the grapes, you obtain from them intoxication and goodly provision.
So intoxication, to be drunk, intoxication, it is goodly. How you being drunk is goodly, and it's a sign from Allah. Muhammad, God, he claimed that drinking wine and getting drunk is a sign of Allah. So how you say to us that drinking wine and drinking alcohol is a sign of destruction of society, and Allah, he is praising that there, and he claimed that he is the one who made it. It's a sign. Do you see? It's a sign of Allah. So Allah is the one who made wine for us. Muhammad is copying the Greek mythology that God is the one who made the wine.
But the reason why it says goodly provision, you know why?
Why?
Because alcohol is also used in the medical field.
But he's talking. No, he's talking about specific thing. He's talking about.
That's also.
He is talking about a specific thing.
That alcohol would be used in the medical field.
Listen,
500 years later.
He is speaking about being drunk. That is the goodly thing, goodly provision. So you can take from it what make you intoxicated, like drunk, and what make you happy, and good provision of it, and even you make money from it. It's a sign from Allah. So why Allah praising alcohol here? Let me tell you what happened. Muhammad, when he got sick after he ate the poison, he can't drink wine no more. He was a drunk man. So he.
What, he was poisoned? No.
What do you mean?
That's not true. That's
he was actually, never this poisoned. Is something we did not mention. The Muslims, they say Muhammad is the favorite of mankind, but yet Muhammad is dead by poison, and Jesus was saved by Allah. What Allah?
Brother.
What?
Brother.
Make the sound again. Make the sound again. The horse sound again. What you say? You always do that. I mean, I don't know. I think because your God, he said, and I showed you that yesterday, that Allah created himself from, do you remember? From what? From the sweat of the horses. Is that true? I showed you the hadith. Your prophet saying, Abu Hurairah said, the one you were, Abu Hurairah, Abu Hurairah said that the prophet said that Allah, he made the horses run until they sweat so hard, and then he created himself from the sweat of the horses. So your God, Allah, is a horse. Now, here we see in front of us, I said to you that Allah prophet, he died by poison. You said no. It's in the front of you. Read it.
So okay, I saw by caused by the food I ate at a cable, and this time I feel as my order has been cut from that poison. All right, can I explain?
Explain. Go ahead.
So when Prophet Muhammad said he is done with teaching the revelation, the Quran, everything is done, then Allah took his life.
If all of this in here, all of this, and you saw that all of this here.
No, it's true, man.
No, it's not true, because I can show you a hadith where Muhammad, he says, give me a paper, I will write for something for you which will never make you misguided after me. Is that true?
Wait, give me a paper for you. What's again?
Give me a pen and a paper, and I will write for you something which you will not be misguided after it.
Who did he say that to?
What?
I don't know what you mean with this.
All right.
Brother, thank you I would
Don't
please.
hang. Don't hang. What? Thank you. What? Thank you. Where are you going?
I have to
Just
go.
wait.
I swear I have to go to the
No,
toilet.
no.
I
You just
swear to go
say
to
it.
the
You
toilet. I have
just.
to go
You
to
just.
the toilet, and then I will eat, man.
What do you
Please,
eat?
please,
Okay, I want
brother.
to ask you just
Next week.
just a minute. A minute. Why Allah did not save Muhammad? He died by poison, very painful death, and He saved
I'll
Jesus.
explain. Okay, let me explain. And then,
Okay.
okay, so it says he was poisoned, right? They say he was poisoned by the Jewish woman, but that's not true because if he was poisoned, he would die a few days later.
So you
What
Muhammad
happened
was Muhammad was
was
wrong.
still,
So Muhammad was wrong.
huh?
So Muhammad
Yeah,
was
because he
wrong.
didn't know, he was ignorant about the poison. He
Muhammad was
don't know
ignorant. But guys,
everything. Allah knows
take.
everything.
Okay. So why you Muslim? You say whatever the Prophet he says, you take him, and Allah He says whoever obey the Prophet, obey Allah, because you just said Muhammad is wrong, so he can be wrong in many things. How we can obey a person blindly, and we take his religion from him, and then he can be wrong? You just said, everybody heard you, that he was wrong.
He was ignorant about the topic of poison.
What do you mean? Ignorant about the topic of poison? No, he's saying clearly in his element of when he died, he used to say, "Oh Aisha, I feel the pain caused by the food of I ate al Khaybar." So this is a pain he have since then, never stopped. And now
The
at this
poison when
time,
killed him,
I feel
when he was done
okay, my
preaching the
friend. So
revelation.
what is confirmed? Let us make it clear. What is confirmed that Muhammad he died by the poison. Muhammad saying that. Are you saying he's a liar?
Okay, yeah, it may be true that he got poisoned, but did he die because of the poison? No, Allah made him live so he could finish the revelation, and then when he was
But
done
Muhammad he did
finishing
not
the
finish the
revelation,
revelation.
that's
Who said that? We can prove it easy.
why did he say it is now done?
Where?
Hadiths.
The revelation should be finished by revelation or by done in the hadith.
So the reason why I bring this topic,
Okay, let me ask you,
because
what is the last thing? What is the last thing your prophet he did before he died?
La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah.
That's false. What if I show you that the last thing he did, it was to piss?
Yeah, but what?
What?
But I have to do something, man. Thank you for this, brother.
Okay, take
next
care. All right, take care. You have to do something. The last thing Muhammad he did, he pissed. He did not even take shahada. What complete? This is the last thing he did. Unbelievable. Jesus, he said it's complete. Muhammad, he was taking a piss. Any Muslim in the bushes? Let us show the reference so people will not say. Actually, one of you asked me and the chat before. Not always, guys. I see the chats. Forgive me. I cannot. I don't have many eyes. So, all right. By the way, I have many eyes. I have 2 eyes. Yeah. We have to be accurate in the information we give to the public. Otherwise, people will complain. Look at this. Aisha radiyallahu anha relates that at the time of the death of Rasulullah, I mean, what kind of translation does? I mean, look, half of the translation is not translation, it's Arabic. I mean, this is a translation. The translator must be a genius from Casablanca. Blank translation, like their bullets. She gave him support with her chest. It must be big. I mean, how you can give support to a man like this unless it is big chest? Okay. Or she said with her lap. Okay. He asked for a container to urinate. Okay. He urinated therein, therefore he passed away. Do you see it? Do you see it? The last thing Muhammad he did not even take Shahada, he pissed. He didn't know he's going to die. Who want reference? Who want reference? Anyone want reference? You have to pay for it because this is a very expensive. This is about pissing of the Prophet. You know, it's not like a normal piss. This is not like my piss or your piss. Here we go. The admin, she is posting before I post. I was going to make some money from this, and look, she gave it to them for free. Unbelievable. The last thing he did, he pissed. I just remember I need to do something. I need to go to the bathroom. I just been inspired by the Prophet's story. What is this? So Muhammad is the best of mankind. He died by poison. The last thing he did, he pissed. Jesus, he is not the best of mankind for the Muslims, but he is now in heaven. He did not die and he did not piss. Muhammad kill people, Jesus he resurrect people. Muhammad he take the eyes of people, Jesus he give eyes to people. Muhammad he put nails after he put it in fire in the eyes of people. Jesus he create eyes for them. Muhammad he cut arms, cut fingers, cut hands, and Jesus give them limbs, and he create for them what is missing, and he gave them life. The one who cannot walk, he walk. The one who cannot see, he see. The one who is sick, he is healed. The one who is dead is resurrected. And then the Muslim, they say Muhammad is the best of mankind. How hypocrite you are, Muslims. And we are talking about your religion, by the way, Muslims. According to your religion, Jesus, he did all those things. And not only that, Jesus is supported by the Holy Spirit. And not only that, Jesus is the only one called in Islam Ruhullah wa kalimatahu, the word of Allah and his spirit. His spirit, not a spirit. Let us show you some. Muhammad is not the spirit of Allah. He is not the word of Allah. Jesus was, according to Quran, announced to be a prophet of Allah in the cradle. Muhammad, he waited for 40 years, and after 40 years a man, he came to him, he squeezed him 3 times. Still Muhammad have no idea what's happening. He covered himself by a blanket, and he was shaking and breaking and freaking out and snoring like a camel. His wife, she took him to her cousins, and then he told him that the one he squeezed him, his name is Jibreel. Have you ever heard of a funny story like this? While the Messiah in the cradle, he speak the wisdom of God, the word of God, and no Jibreel is teaching him, and no angel is squeezing him. In the cradle, he is just born. That is Jesus in your Quran. Here, look with me. Muhammad saying that whoever says there's no God but Allah, and he is one, and no one to associate with him, and that Muhammad is his servant and his messenger, and that the Christ is a servant, which means servant of Allah, and the son of his slave girl, which means Mary, and he Christ, his word, which Allah he sent down to Mary, and he is a spirit. Do you see it? Jesus in the Quran, in the Hadith, is the spirit of God and is the word of God. Muhammad is not. Moses is not. Abraham is not. Nobody. This is in your Yellow Pages books. So when the Quran says that Allah he took Jesus to heaven and Muhammad died by poison, Muhammad confirmed that he is no one. And by the way, here we have a mistake in the Quran, chapter 3, verse number 55. It says, And remember, Allah said to Isa, okay, Jesus, I will take you and raise you to myself. By the way, it doesn't say I will take you. It doesn't say what they are saying here. It says mutawafika, which means I will cause your death. False translation. But as long as the Muslim they believe that Jesus did not die, we have to go with it. So he did not die. Allah raised him to himself. Where is Jesus now, guys? According to the Quran, with myself. With who? With Allah. They are sitting in one table. So how the one is the best of mankind is in the grave, is rotting with the cockroaches, and he is the best of mankind, and yet Jesus right now is with God for the last 2,000 years, and God knows enter when. And not only that, he said, I will make you victorious, and I will make those who follow thee victorious until the judgment day. And look here, the Muslims, they put between two brackets, monotheist, who worship none but Allah. The Quran doesn't say that. It says those who follow thee. And here is the question, why we should follow thee until judgment day, and how we can follow thee until judgment day if the book of thee is not exist anymore. We change the translator, the whole translation change. The bracket is gone, the fabrication is gone. Read with me carefully. Still is a lie. Oh Jesus, Lu am gathering ye. What do you mean gathering thee? He was a part. And causing thee to ascend thee into me. And I am cleansing thee of those who disbelieve. Of those who will disbelieve. And I am setting those who follow thee above those who disbelieve until the day of resurrection. So those who follow Jesus, they are the highest in the sight of Allah until the day of resurrection. Which means today there is a Christians who follow Jesus correctly. But the Muslim they say there's none. The Muslim says even the Bible is corrupt. While the Quran promising Jesus that he is left above all and he is cleansed from everybody and he is now in heaven, and those who follow thee they will be victorious in the day until the day of resurrection. And this is true, we will be victorious until the day of resurrection. And who is the one will come back in the day of resurrection? It is Jesus, not Muhammad. So how Muhammad can be the best of mankind, you crazy people? Even your Quran is against you. You're a prophet. If he come to Europe, they will arrest him right away if he have his wife with him. 54 years old, 6 years old, a child, wife. He will be immediately arrested, and he will be in every TV station news. They will say a Middle Eastern guy, his name is Muhammad Rasulullah. He came to the airport of Heathrow, and he have a child abused with him. The immigration officer will ask him, unless the immigration officer is Muhammadan, excuse me, who is this child with you? This is the mother of the believer. Her name is Aisha, and she is mature, and she is a child. Look at her nipples. And for sure, Aisha, she have a big nipples, huge. So we have to admit the Prophet is not a child molester. 6 years old, 54, and they try to convince us. And not only that, they start making articles saying Muhammad did not marry a child. She was over 18. When Muhammad died, Aisha, she was not even completing 18, and we can prove it. Read it with me. The Prophet married her at the age of 6 years old, and he consummated his marriage when she was 9 years old, and she remained with him for 9 years. Okay, she was 6 until 9, or she was with him until like for 9 years old. What is the total, guys? What it was the age of her? At 6 she is his wife. She was with him for 9 years. So let's count. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What is the age of Aisha when she died? Because we have to start from the age of 6, which means at the 6 she is his wife, and she was with him for 9 years total. He had intercourse with her when she was 9, but she is his wife at 6 already, and she was with him. So Muhammad, he was with her for 9 years, and this is a total of 18 years old or less. If the calculation here, if we go like if we go by the calculation here, still is going to be less. But if we, there's different hadith says she was almost 18. But based on this, Aisha, she's still a child when he died. Do we have any Abdul? Ain. Go and watch my Arabic teaching class and learn. There's videos on YouTube teach you. By the way, the Muslim, they make a lot of videos to teach Arabic and the purpose to convert you to Islam. They make it look like it's about teaching you Arabic, but the purpose is da'wah, to make you believe in the cult of Muhammad. Spider miracle is a fabrication. There's no source of it. This is a fabrication of the Muhammadan. The one who says to you the spider miracle, tell him, show me, silence me. It's a false fiction. Even the Muslims themselves, they don't agree with it. Any Muhammadan? Arabic have nothing to do with Islam. Islam hijacked the Arabic language. The Arabic Christians are the best who speak Arabic ever. In the history of the Arabian Peninsula, there's 5 poet men who nobody can beat them. It's called the five hanged poetry. All of them is written by Arab Christians, and nobody can make poet like them. The Quran is a stupid book full of mistakes, and it's not even a poet, because Muhammad could not make a poet. And even the Quran says that. Muhammad, he attempt to make a point or poet, but he could not. In the Quran, in the Hadith, you will find that Muhammad is speaking about something. Like maybe I should make a special video about it. There is something it's called Sajah. Sajah is like the same as you make rap. So the Arab, they used to do Sajah, and this is what we see here in the Hadith. It's called the Sajah of the monks. You see here the Muslim, they did not translate correctly what it says. It says this is the Sajah translated of the monks. They took the monks out. So there was monks in the Arabian Peninsula who used to make Sajah exactly like the Quran, but it's a good quality, not like Muhammad Quran. And since Muhammad, he copied the Sajah, he forbid anyone to do Sajah after that, because he don't want anyone to compete. No, Quran is not a poetic. Islam is Quran is a stupid book. What poetic miracle? You see, I can say anything I want in a book. I don't understand it. I cannot read it. This is why the Arab isn't the Muslim. Isn't it the Muslim? They keep saying that the Arab, they refused to accept Muhammad, and even they kicked him out from Quraysh. Don't they say that? Okay. Why the Arab, they did not see that this is a miracle? Why the Arab keep making fun of the Quran? You know what I mean? I'm saying, I just said to you something amazing. So why they are making fun of it if it's amazing? Why they keep saying to him this is a fairy tale stories? If we go in the Quran, we will find the following. Even they said to him, we can make even, what is this? We can make better. Don't the Muslim they say Allah said to the kuffar, make a verse like it. Look what the kuffar said. And when our verses of the Quran are recited to them, they say, we have heard this. There's nothing we heard before, but better. And if we wish, we can say like this and even better. This is nothing but the fairy tales of the ancient. Do you see it? So they were not amazed with it, they were amused, for it's funny and stupid, to the point they believe it's a fairy tale stories. And it's true. Alexander the Great, he became a prophet of Allah. He found the people of Gog and Magog. He built a dam, and the dam built it from copper. He put it between two bridges or two mountains, and now the Gog and Magog, they are digging in the wall and they cannot get in. Suleiman, he have a flying carpet, can carry 600,000 chairs. He controlled the genie. He have a ring. His ring, he go to the bathroom, he forgot his ring outside, and the genie, he took it, and he took it, the shaitan, and then the shaitan start having sex with all his wives. So they are right. It's a fabulous of the ancient. Right? Can an ex-Muslim call me? No, my friend, I'm going to go soon. We had enough for today, and we don't want to make the video long for those who they are interested to download. Always we encourage people to download, but as you see, Islam is a very silly, stupid cult. And we keep saying, where is the sheikh to call me and debate me? And we have our Skype open, and they don't dare. Do you think really the sheikhs don't not know how to find Christian Prince? Why they don't? Here we go. We are here. Where is your sheikh? There's one thing always Muslim they want to do. They want to debate someone who do not know much about Islam, and he have to be someone who don't speak Arabic. They want to debate a priest, so he will answer them only from the Bible, not from the Quran or from the Hadith, and get him busted. And this is the mistakes of all the Christians. When they debate with Muslims, they start quoting for them from the Bible. Don't waste your time. They are not even listening. They are not even listening. Get them busted from their book. This is why you see a Muslim, he want to debate with somebody, he make conditions. I want to debate you only about the Trinity. And the second you start asking him a question about his religion, he escape, he run. And by the way, when a Muslim he debate about Trinity, let me show you how silly it is. The Muslim, they say, don't believe in Trinity, and we believe in one God. First of all, how you can say your God is one God when your God is many gods? And the proof in the front of us in the Quran. When Allah he says, if we want to have a son, we are going to have sex with one of us. Who is us? Any Muslim can tell us? Allah want to take a wife, and this wife is from us. Do you see it? This is the Muslim translation, not mine. Chapter 21, verse number 17. Allah speaking about having sex with someone else, and now you want to say to me Allah is one. Allah, he say us, he mean his majesty. So Allah is going to have sex with himself. If you say to me that Allah is one in this verse, that means Allah is a transgender. Do you see it? Because clearly he is speaking about having sex with the woman so she can give him a child. Any Muslim? Allah will have sex with us? Who is us? And how Allah is God yet he have a wife? What does that mean? Surely we have taken it from us. Surely. Well, in order to take it from us, we have to have us. Right? Any Muhammadan? Allah want to take a wife from us? Hey guys, we have a wedding, us wedding. Allah and us. They are going to get married next week. Allah and Allah and Mrs. Us. By the way, Miss Us, now she is doing her hair, and she is doing waxing. Because Friday is today, and now they are going to have boom boom. Us. We asked them, where is the word us coming from? They say Allah speak about himself as a majestic name. But Allah here talking about taking a partner, and the partner is a female. Any Muslim? And by the way, I'm so glad that the Muslims, they are enjoying my books. A Muslim sheikh, somebody told me, I did not get the video. I told him to give me the video. A Muslim sheikh, he spoke about my book, and he said everything in this book is true, but the point of it is wrong. Which means this guy, everything there is true, but the point of it is to prove Islam to be false is wrong. And that make Muslims go and read my books like crazy. Which is true. He did not lie. He's saying the point of it is wrong according to him as a Muslim. He's not lying. Everything in the book is true, which is not a lie, because everything we have in our books is with reference, page number, hadith number, etc. So how it can be a lie? It is true. How you can deny? And by the way, our Spanish second translation book, the Quran and Science in Depth in Spanish, already is published in Amazon. So if you like to get your copy, if you speak Spanish, feel free to get your own copy. We have Deception of Allah in Spanish. We have Quran and Science in Spanish already, and we have them in German. And soon there is more languages to come. You know, I hope soon we will have more and more. And we have in French, The Secret du Prophète Arabe, for those who like to learn if they speak the language. You know, even what his name, Shabir Ali, he bought my book, but he did not dare even to speak against it one moment. For he knew he can't do, he can't say nothing. What he can say? What he can say? Do we have any Muslim want to say something? Anyone? My translation for the Quran is going, but it's slow because, as you see, I'm doing many hours talking to people, internet, live streaming. After I finish here, I find many messages from people who want to leave Islam, family they want to leave Islam, like, you know, sometime a group of like the whole family. So I spend a lot of time talking in private more than just doing live on air. Each time I go in my Skype, I find tons of messages. My son, etc. My daughter is etc. My wife, etc. I married a woman, she is a Muslim. And I'm trying to convince her. Can you talk to her? So endless. And I don't mind, by the way. It doesn't make me upset. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I'm saying that it's taking too much time. The only way to finish fast is to take maybe a vacation and don't open my Skype, don't go live, and just spend time to finish it. Yeah. Singh wanna call me? Is he a Muslim? Is he a Muslim? Any book of my book in Arabic? No, I don't write in Arabic because people who speak Arabic, there's many Christian TV stations, they are doing great job exposing Islam left and right. So my book will not, and you know, like your books cannot go to Islamic countries. This is number one, and they block them. Even aside, they block them. The only way, the best way, is satellite stations who they can go inside the house and nobody can stop them. All right. Yeah, I'm working actually in 3 books in the same time right now. So do we have any Muslim want to say something before we go? Buma, if you want me to block you, repeat that word again. Any Muhammadan? Who is a proud Muhammadan? He would like to give us a call. So you can prove us wrong. At least, you know, like one Muslim, he can say something positive about the Prophet. Just one. Who is a Muslim? He have something positive about Muhammad. Anyone? Which dialect the Quran is written in? Supposedly the Quran is written in the dialect of Quraysh, but the fact the Quran is not really written in Arabic. You see, if you go in the structure of the Quran, you will find like this is how the Arabic we know as today. But I don't believe the Quran was written in such a language, because if you go in the time of Muhammad, what we see in front of us was not exist. All of those things is not exist. The dots, the movement, they call them tashkil. You see all those signs. Let us zoom in a little bit in the screen. Let us put the screen on. All those things you see in the screen, they never exist in the Arabic language. Those things were added later. You see this letter here, like this is like a dhamma. It's called dhamma. This is fatha. This is nuqta. This is fatha. This is kasra. So and the way the letters are connected, it's not like that. For this is originally was Aramaic, have nothing to do really with Arabic. And we can prove that very easy actually. You see, like what is the name of the book? Quran. Quran is not an Arabic word. You speak to any one who is Aramaic, he will say to you what qura'u coming from the word qarra wara'a, which means he said something with his lips, but what he said is what he saw. So from reading. In Arabic, there's nothing called Quran. It's wrong actually to be Quran. For this is not, this is a Syriac word from the Syrian language. And then you go and you see like everything, Ar-Rahman, Rahimu. Speak to anyone who speak Aramaic, he will say to you that this is not an Arabic word. Actually, all the languages you see today in front of you, which is the language have to do with religion, Christianity, Islam, is born of the Aramaic. But the Quran specifically is a theft from the Aramaic language. I don't believe even the Quran was in Arabic for a second. This is why the Muslims, they have a problem to understand the Quran, because it was not written really in the language which they claim it is in Arabic. I believe that when the Caliphate he forced to translate all languages to what is called Arabic today, this is when the new Quran start to reborn in a new shape, in a new font, in a new decoration, in a new way. Until now, the Muslim do not have any old manuscript. The Muslim, a few years ago, they find one page which was a gift from a priest, and the page date goes to the time of even Muhammad before he became a prophet, which means this is the letter date, not the ink, not the writing. The ink and the writing have nothing to do with the document itself, or let us say the page itself. It was because, you know, in the old days they used to like the same piece of leather, they write something and then this thing is not important no more. So what they do, they whip it off with water, they wash it, and then they write another thing. So the letter date is old, but it's not the writing. Why? Because it have a very similar writing to this, which was not exist in the time of Muhammad. All those things you see in the front of your screen are not exist in the time of Muhammad. All right. Do you understand Gulf Arabic? There's nothing that's called Gulf Arabic. And the people of the Gulf are not Arab. You know, there is a many misunderstanding for everything. Many of you think that when we say I'm an Arab, that's mean I am from the race of the Arab. There's no such a race. Never exist and will never exist. All those who they are from the Gulf, or they call them the Gulf, are Indian. They are literally Indian. There's nothing called Arab. If you go here with me, this is the map. What is the distance between the Arabian Peninsula and India? By the way, those borders you see right now, they were not exist. Remember that, right? Those borders never exist. This is something the made of the British and the French and the winner of the new war, War II. So they are the one who created those borders and those countries. But if you go here, like now, we were talking yesterday about Hormuz. This is a few miles wide. Few miles, you are jumping from India, or what is called Iran today. You are jumping from India to the Arabian Peninsula, and that's it. If you think India is far away from Saudi Arabia, you are mistaken. If you go and see the look of those people who live there, they look like Pakistani people. And let me show you. This is the Prince of Qatar, the father. Isn't he a Pakistani person from Pakistan? Yes, he is. All of them actually, they have the features of people from Pakistan. They have nothing. This is his son. They are Pakistani. They have thick hair. Let us see if we can find you one. Here we go. This one without the Arabian clothes. If you look at him, don't you think right away that this guy is coming from India or from Pakistan? They're Pakistani. Look at this. There's nothing called Arab. It's a joke. Islam itself is an Indian religion. This is where the Kaaba is coming from. The black stone, the vagina, the sexual stone going around the Kaaba naked. It is, and this is why the Muslims, they shave their head when they do Hajj. They go around the Kaaba. They wear a sheet and they show one shoulder, exact like the Hindus. Exact like the Hindus. And not only that, even the Muslim, they claim that Adam, the first time he came, anyone remember he came to where? When Allah he sent Adam down, he sent him where? Do you remember? Even the Muslim, they say that the first land Allah he sent Adam to, it was in India, which is Sri Lanka supposedly now. Where it is written that the Prophet Adam came from India. and now the Muslims, they are fighting with the Buddha in Sri Lanka over a mount, and they claim that this is where Adam he landed down. You know, is Indian for them. Even the Muslims, according to them, Adam was an Indian man. I'm not talking about who is nice, who's not. I'm saying that there is nothing is called Arab as an ethnic. Arab today, the word Arab, when you say Arab, is those who speak Arabic, but they are not really Arab. Nobody is an Arab. Where is the Arab? Who are the Arab? You know, the word Arab is a word in Aramaic mean desert. It is not for people. So whoever live in the desert, he is Arabian, which means it's a desert person. In other words, savage. So the Arab, the Aramaic, they used to call us savage. Why? Because we used to take a shower once a year. Bedouin who live in a tent, move from place to place. So it is not an ethnic, it is whoever live in the desert. Aramaic, it's not even a name of an ethnic as much as a name of people where they live. Aram is a high hill, high mount. So the Aramaic, they live in high mountains or high hills, high hills, and those who they are Arab is the one who live in the desert. So the name was given by the territory name or description in Aramaic. It's not for an ethnic. Whoever live in the desert, they call them Arab. Are you getting the point? Do we understand? The same as like Palestine. Palestine is not a name for a nation. It is whoever live in that territory. It's called Palestine. They call them Palestinian, but there's nothing called Palestinian as an ethnic. So you know, there's a lot of misunderstanding about history, about what happened, and Islam have roots goes back to other. Everything in Islam is not Islamic. Some from the Christians, some from the Jews, some from the Sabian, some from the Hindus, some from other religions around them. You know, like legends and stories, like the seven sleepers. Seven sleepers in the Quran, but this is a fiction story. Fiction story written by a Syrian bishop. His name is Jacob or Yaqub. He wrote the story for fiction for youth to make them have hope. Okay, today we have discrimination. Tomorrow the future will be better. We will be victorious with Jesus. Muhammad, he took the story, he put it in the Quran, and he claimed that Allah he made a miracle for the seven sleepers. And because the story is written in Aramaic, Muhammad, obviously his Aramaic is horrible. So he come with the story in a very wrong way. As an example, you will see the Quran says that Muhammad supposedly trying to be smart. Like he knows what you do not know. In chapter 18, verse number 22, and look here how silly, how stupid this Quran is. Some they will say they were 3 and their dog is 4th. And some they say they are 5 and their dog is 6. Guessing at random. This is a translation. And some they say they are 7 and their dog is 8. Okay, so now what is the correct number? Oh Muhammad, Allah know best their number. And what happened? They came to Muhammad. They says, Muhammad, once you say they are 4, one you say 5, so what is the correct number? So Muhammad, to cover his ass, he says, okay, some they say they are 4, and some they say they are 4 and their dog is 5, and some they say they are 5 and their dog is 6, and some they say they are 6 and their dog is number 7, and but you know what? Allah knows best. But Allah is talking. The one is talking is Allah. How Allah? He says Allah knows best. What about you give us a number? You know what I'm saying? It's like you're asking me, hey Christian Prince, what is the number of those in the story? And then I say, if I am saying that God knows best, that will make sense, because I do not know, God knows. But God is saying Allah knows best. So this is story from a Christian bishop who wrote it centuries before Islam, and Muhammad, he took it, he put it in the Quran, and he make a story about it. And not only that, because they could not understand the language, look what Muhammad he said. Here it says, and their dog is number 6. The fact in Aramaic it does not say dog. It is kali'ahum, from kala'a, the provider. The provider is the angel, you donkey. So Muhammad, he have a very funny skills in language. He stole the story, and now he made the word kali'ahum kalbahum. Kalbahum mean the dog, kali'ahum mean the angel who provide them. So look how we switch from an angel to a dog, because the story is a theft. So from an angel to a dog, because you cannot count the dog as number 5. I mean, in any language in the world, you cannot say they are 4 and their dog is number 5. That's stupid of you, because the dog is not a human to count him with them. Is that correct, guys? Can we count the dog additional and we say he's 5? Because if we count the dog, that means he's a human too. We cannot say for a human and their dog is number 5, especially he's saying they are 4 and their dog is 5, the 5th. We can say there's 4 human and 1 dog. That will be accurate. You cannot say 4 and the dog is number 5. That's stupid. In Arabic is wrong, in English wrong, in French is wrong, in any language is wrong. So what the story was, there's 7 sleepers who they have their provider, their guard. It's not a dog, it's an angel. This is why it says Fatihun zira'ihi. He opened his 2 arms. 2 arms. Have you ever heard of a dog have 2 arms? Huh? Muslims, have you ever heard of a dog have 2 arms? Amazing, stupid, crazy cult. I mean, nobody can beat the stupidity of this cult. Any Abdul? So as usual, Muhammad always he copy and he steal. It was an angel who is opening his arms. not a dog opening his arms. Dogs don't have arms. And look in the translation, it says he spread out, stretching out his paws. What? Where it says that? It says وَكَلْبَهُمْ بَاسِطٌ ذِرَاعَيْهِ. ذِرَاعَيْهِ, his two arms. But dogs have 4 legs. They don't have 2 arms and 2 legs. So what this was? It was about the angel who guard them in the front of the cave, open his 2 arms, because he's an angel, he have wings supposedly. It's a fiction story. So look what Muhammad the idiot, the thief, he did. He stole the story, the angel became a dog, and then the rest is crazy. Alexander the Great, he became a prophet for Islam. Anyone is famous, Muhammad, he put him in the Quran. Luqman, I mean, you name it, any name he heard about him in his time, he put him in the Quran, and he make him a prophet of Allah. If Muhammad he heard about Trump, he will make a chapter. It's called the chapter of the Trump, especially if he heard about Kardashian. He will make a Quran says Kardashian, and what is Kardashian? Nobody knows what is Kardashian. Allah knows best about Kardashian. Look at this. Do we have any Muslim? Any Muslim speak Arabic? Just for fun. Anyone? Want to enjoy the wisdom of oh, hold on, I forgot something. I don't want to forget this one. What about we go and see the wisdom of Allah, who made the verses in the Quran saying you can eat alone? Anyone remember what chapter? What chapter? Who remember? Anyone? What chapter? You can eat alone. You can eat with your family. You guys are having a hard time, don't you? Okay. What verse? What verse? Some of you said 24. Let us see if this is true. What verse? Okay. 61. Let us see. We go to 61. Wisdom of Allah. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, who can beat? This is 24, and this is 61. No blame is there upon the blind, nor any blame upon the lame, nor any blame upon the sick, nor in yourself if you eat at your houses. Oh boy. And then he starts saying, no blame if you eat in the house of your father, and in the house of your mother, and in the house of your brother. This is God. That God now is squeezing his bum and coming with this wisdom now, that I can eat in my house if I'm blind, if I'm sick, if I cannot walk straight, and even if I'm not any of those, I can eat in my. Thank you. I mean, since the time of Adam, a human being was confused. Shall we eat in the house, our houses? No, I think it's not lawful. We should eat in the house of the neighbors. Can we eat in the house of our father? What about our mother? Sister? Anyway, I think we have enough for today. Don't forget, guys, to download the videos and share it with your friends. And until I see you. By the way, tomorrow there is an ex-Muslim. She asked me for long to because she wanted to talk about Shia. So tomorrow we will speak about Shia, because she is coming from a Shia background. She is Iranian. She became a Christian, And tomorrow we will have a special program to talk about the Shia, and she will call me during the live broadcasting. So tomorrow around 3:30 we will be back live on air again, and our topic tomorrow is Shia. No Bukhari, nothing of the Sunni. All is about Shia. And Shia is very funny, by the way. You will die laughing, and you are responsible for what will happen to you after you hear what we will say about the Shia. And always with the clear evidence. We don't say things without proofs and reference, as you know. So get ready for tomorrow, and I will see you soon again. God is willing. Christ is Lord, and Islam is false. And see you. Thank you.